our roommate went out for a run at 9. He usually runs like through Lake Herrick behind grad housing, and we haven't heard from her.
He went hunting for females on the University of Georgia's campus. And in his hunt, he encountered 22-year-old Laken Riley. When Laken Riley refused to be his rape victim, he bashed her skull in with a rock. The evidence will show that Laken fought. She fought for her life. She fought for her dignity.
Horrific, right? The details in the trial that began today, the murder of college student Laken Riley, the suspect Jose Ibarra, an illegal alien from Venezuela. Laken did fight for her life. She did try to call 911. It didn't work. The call was dropped. If convicted, he could face life in prison without the possibility of parole. Joining us now from House Judiciary, Texas Congressman Chip Roy. First, I want to clarify, it's unclear, when the call dropped, what happened. We're not blaming 911 at all. It's just that was the fact that happened. So, Congresswoman, when you hear this heartbreaking story, what does it tell you? I mean, people out there are saying it's encapsulating the anger nationwide over the horrific crimes and the disgraceful chaos in the border collapse.
Yeah, great to be on. Yeah, obviously we saw a lot of the horrific testimony today. I felt so, such emotion for Laken's family, her mom in the courtroom, watching the testimony. But this is the simple reason, I think the primary and the biggest reason why President Trump was elected with a massive mandate. The American people want us to deliver. They want us to remove people. They want the mass deportations. They want the secure border so that this doesn't happen to their daughter. This doesn't happen to their child. And it's not just Laken Riley. You all know, right? We've talked about, Jocelyn Nungray, who was murdered just this July. Her beautiful mom, Alexis, was out on the campaign trail, campaigning for Donald Trump and Ted Cruz and me and others. And, the American people are sick and tired of this, and they want to see action. And I think the testimony today is part of this continued process of the American people understanding what's really happened to our country with wide open borders. I was speaking today with my good friend Tom Homan, and what we've got in terms of plans, both in terms of Congress and what the Trump administration is going to do, and we have a job to do. We have 1 million people who are ready to be deported, who have been given issues of deportation that this administration is not deporting. We have 2 million gotaways. We have people that are affiliated with terrorist organizations, people with known criminal backgrounds who have been released into our communities to kill Americans. They all need to be deported, and they need to be deported almost on day one. We need plans in place. We need to move. I believe Trump administration and Tom Homan will do that, but Congress is going to have to support them, and I frankly don't want to hear excuses out of my Republican colleagues that we're not gonna. We need to give them what they need, not just money, but policies so they can carry it out.
Yeah, Biden has been deporting. So is Clinton. What's interesting is so many military vets and Border Patrol vets and men and women coming out of retirement to do the work, too. Congressman Roy, a pleasure to have you on, sir. Thanks for joining us.
God bless y'all.
You too.